And it just gives us an ability to see whether the rake head is functioning properly, how much trash is accumulating.
For Sharon McDaniel, the day starts early. For nearly a decade, she's owned and operated the Esquatzel Hydroelectric Project north of Pasco in rural Franklin County. It's about 4 miles east of the Columbia River in farm country. She and her late husband dreamed of harnessing the power created by this flowing canal. In 2009, the pair received a $900,000 grant, mortgaged their home to make it happen, and struck up a deal with Franklin PUD to sell the energy created from the turbines.
We're approaching a gate that goes across the Esquatzel Canal. This is what we refer to as the lineman gate. Once the water hits the lineman gate, it's free water because it's sailing down the canal and it's going into the river, never to come back. And so nothing else is being done with that water. So when we started this project, that was us harnessing this wastewater.
Why did you guys decide to do it? I know your late husband was really passionate about this project. Some would say, why even bother with this?
Well, if he saw an opportunity to make something better, he put his heart and soul into it.
And this wasn't about the money either.
No.
We were just talking about that.
Well, if it was about the money, everything that we had, we mortgaged, we took to put our money into this. So we were entering retirement years. My husband was 70 years old, and that's when we started this project.
Yes, it pulls it out of the water, cleans the grate that is used to screen.
Now, Sharon and her partner, Rick Rios, are carrying on that legacy. Rios and McDaniel took me for a ride along the long stretch of the Esquatzel Canal in northern Franklin County. I spent 2 days with the pair to see the dam and generating facility for myself and observe the daily challenges that come with owning and operating a hydroelectric facility in farm country.
The ladder is the size of that steel plate across and high. And that comes on and off to maintain the air pressure to keep that dam up where it's at.
The Esquatzel project can generate up to 1,000 kilowatts of energy and power 200 to 300 homes on a good day. The problem is lately, there's simply not enough water getting to their pumping facility.
The greatest fear is that I never know from day to day what's happening with the water. We've had on 2 occasions a 3-day period where the canal was literally dry. There was absolutely no water.
The major challenge for McDaniel is the water supply that powers the project is obligated to surrounding farmlands. And when McDaniel's facility was built, there was no agreement put into place as to how much water would actually be supplied to her dam system. And when this pumping station was built just a year ago, much of her water supply went with it.
On the orange marker, and you can see where the water line was consistently at 2.5.
Oh, yeah.
Today, at this very moment, we're almost minus.
So that leaves her and Rios with daily uncertainties about what the water supply will actually be.
I get up in the morning and I look at my cameras and I see there's no water in the canal. So then, it forces us to come down here and make adjustments in what we're doing because we have no water. We can't operate.
I reached out to the South Columbia Irrigation District, who controls the Esquatzel Canal. They told me they have a really good working relationship with Sharon and really respect all that she's given to this project in clean energy. They try their best to provide as much water as they can to her facility, but their priority is to the farmers. And without a contract in place with water guarantees, their hands are tied when it comes to contributing more water to the Esquatzel project. They say the other major issue is Mother Nature. Water flows at various rates during the year, so it's really a challenge to try and predict how much water will be in the canal on a daily basis. They say they're committed to being good partners on the project and will help out as much as they can.
So what's the concern, guys, with this water level? I mean, what are you seeing?
There's not enough water to really run through the turbine,
Yeah.
even to keep it running. And it's designed that there's certain water levels that it has expectations for. When it gets below that, then I get intake level alarms to where the machine's saying you shouldn't be running.
Right.
Shouldn't be running on this minimal amount of water.
And you could see the algae lines right there where the water typically should be.
It should be at least up to the top of the algae line. And then you see the next maybe 2-foot section
Yeah.
where the water was when we weren't running.
Along the base of the Columbia River is where these turbines run. It's a hands-on job for McDaniel and Rios, who say sometimes it means 12 to 15-hour days, making sure the project stays up and running. The pair says they're proud of the clean energy the project is providing to the people of Washington. And despite any challenges, it's worth every ounce of their effort. As for the future of how high the water will flow in the Esquatzel Canal, that remains uncertain. But McDaniel says she's never letting this project go so she can carry on the legacy of her late husband.
I can truly tell you that Pat, my husband, he wasn't about so much the making of the money, but it was like, why are we letting this wastewater just go to waste? Look at the power we could be producing.